Glorious.
Hi, we're Art and Bree. 4 years ago, we left the city to buy a 100-year-old farm to turn it into our own productive homestead where we can grow our own food, build a healthy life, and raise our kids just how we like. If you want to join us in our homesteading adventure on our small farm, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Oh man.
Let's go home.
Hey Daddy. Alright, let's go guys. Go. Come on, Joy.
It's such a nice morning, isn't it?
Yeah, I like starting the day with this cold walk. It's like refreshing, wakes me up.
The less energy they use.
We're just headed down the hill from the rental house to our house to do the morning chores.
Look at this. Look at this. It's a calendula. I had pulled all the calendula out a while ago, but one's growing back. I don't know if it's from seed or just I don't know. Calendula is not frost hardy, so this is pretty amazing. First, that it even just volunteered here, and second, that it didn't get killed by the frost. And there's one little bud, so wouldn't it be amazing if that bloomed? We are out of salad, so I am coming to harvest salad from our beautiful winter garden, and I'm just checking on everything since the big frost that we had this last weekend. Just checking on everything.
Look how thick that is.
Cool.
I was up here before you went and came in. It's so cool.
Glorious.
Get out of there now. Hey,
Get in there, Marty.
why did you get in that water?
But that says it's deep.
Because it's a creek. I mean, fresh salad, mid-November. Oh no, it's early November. Still, fresh salad in November. This is awesome. I've always dreamed of having a good fall garden, and even though we scaled ours way back this year, I'm still very excited about the amount of food we have still out here to feed our family, and I love that I do not have to buy greens from the grocery store. They're expensive, they don't last very long, and they just don't taste as good. So this is truly a dream come true of mine. I love feeding my family straight out of our garden, even this time of year. The first thing I harvested was spinach. The second thing was baby romaine and mixed greens, which are my favorite. But if you know me, you know that one of my favorite things to put in salads are herbs. And so I have a large plot of cilantro here that I'm hoping will just last as long as we can get it to last. And because I put cilantro on everything. The best thing about growing cilantro this time of year is that you don't have to worry about it going to seed. So I actually feel like the fall planting of cilantro is my favorite because it brings such like a freshness of summer back to my salads and back to my dishes that I like to make for my family. But it also doesn't go to seed so fast, so it lasts a lot longer. Kitty, kitty, kitty.
What's going on in here this morning?
Just feed the goats. Where's Norma Jean? Norma Jean! Come on, girl. Come on, Norma Jean. You're always the last. What's taking you so long, girl? Come on. Come on, Norma Jean. Good girl. There you go.
Now she's in a hurry.
Now that she knows that there's something in there for her.
What are you giving the goats right now?
Just some alfalfa.
They're all eating right here, and there's a bin there with food in it, but animals, I guess as well as probably humans, really like competition.
Well, I think they're like...
They feel like they're missing out.
Yeah, if so they're all eating over here, they're like, I better eat over there because the best thing's over there, but it's the same.
Any one of them could be over there just chowing down their own dish. But instead they'll eat all of this, and then go eat all of that.
I know. Come here. Oh. I mean, his feet look fine. They look totally fine. So I'm not sure if he is limping. I'm not sure what's causing that because his hooves look awesome. Geese are loud mouths. If you You might not like them because they just are constantly interrupting your conversations. A few days ago I tried to sell Sweetie, our weather goat, who I actually love. And I did sell him, but I nicked his little hoof right before the people got here, and then they brought him back because he was still limping. And I mean, I can't see why he's limping though, because his hooves look great. So we're gonna keep an eye on him just to make sure it's not something else causing that problem.
I think if you saw him out in the pasture, you wouldn't even think. The only reason I can see he's limping is because I'm watching exactly how he's walking.
But see, when I watch him, I don't see a limp at all. Are you sure he's not just running like a goat?
It may be. It's not a bad limp. It's like he's running.
I mean, I don't see the limp, and his feet look fine, and he's acting totally fine. But we'll just keep an eye on him.
Okay.
If you want to feel loved, get chickens. They're so happy to be fed every morning. It's like they're starving, but they're not.
Oh, one more fig, huh?
For Mama. The poor little fig tree is dying back for the winter, but she's still giving her fruits.
Good year.
Yeah, good job, fig tree.
First year ever.
That's really the last one.
Yeah, that's probably
The last fig, because the rest are on there are hard. I looked last night. I didn't see that one though.
Bye. Bye.
Have a good day.
Look at my shadow. Does my shadow look like a long
Have a good day at work, honey.
Okay, love ya. See ya. It's time to turn my attention to the house. My goal today is to get done twice as much as I got done yesterday on the gut. And we got a new suit. This one's actually Tyvek. It's gonna be cooler, I think, than the other one, which, even though it's cool in here, I get hot fast. Working. Yesterday, we knocked out this wall. Today, twice as much. That wall and that wall are my goal. Tearing this house out is very sentimental for me. I'll show you why. Okay, this was the girls' room. And right over here on the wall are all their drawings and stuff. And this one is one of Grace's drawings. And this is her farm. This is a farm. This is like her dream farm. It has a house, a cow and sheep barn, a horse and goat barn. Here's the recovery barn, I would assume for sick animals. It's like, not only are there drawings all over the walls, but there's like, I don't know, so much happened in this house. We had 2 kids here in the house, actually had them in the house. So part of it makes me sad. I know it's the best and the right thing, and in the end it's going to create a house that everyone's even happier in and healthier in. But it just makes me think about all the memories in this old house. There's an ocean scene, beautiful ocean scene. Without further ado, okay, we got layer 1 off. We're down to beadboard. And now we're gonna tear the beadboard down and pile it up. All right, this is going faster than I thought it would. And I got that wall down in a hurry. I'm gonna do this wall next before we start cleanup. Have you ever wondered why YouTubers' cameras always look the same? Why do they all have this funny looking like bendy pod? I mean, this is how real it is, okay? I've been out swimming in a river and I have my camera set up and I have it on the bendy pod, and kids see the camera, like young kids, 9-year-olds, and they run up to me and they say, "Are you a YouTuber?" Just because they see my camera set up. Here, let me show you what this can do for my next shot, okay? You see that hole up there? Well, I can put my camera just like hanging, just like that. I'll show you. I mean, I can just put my camera up there. I don't know any other piece of tripod equipment that you can use in so many different places. See? Watch. There. Now you got a different perspective on the world. See, isn't it nice to have a different perspective? I'm sure some people use them just because they want to look like YouTuber, but the one downside of the bendy pod is you're always looking up at YouTubers, which is psychologically intimidating. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm taking a 10-minute breather. I'm gonna share with you a little conundrum. Before I put any new wood into our house, I need to do some grading. It's gonna basically slope from here out there away from the house and get all the water to go away. But here's the conundrum. I want to put a root cellar in this hill. I've always wanted to since we moved here, a real true 80-90% humidity root cellar. I don't want that under the house. I want dry food storage under the house. And the challenge is, do I do it now? The votes for not doing it now are strong, and those are, don't do anything before you have a house for your family to move into. Don't spend any money that is unnecessary until the house is done. So those are the two strongest reasons to not do it now. But why am I even thinking about doing it now? Because I'm about to get someone with a little excavator and do a significant amount of earth moving in the yard. I'm gonna tear up the whole yard. It's gonna be a mess. This coming summer, I'll be able to plant grass, and we'll have our yard, and we'll have this beautiful lawn. And then I would have to sneak an excavator in here and make a huge mess again in the yard. Additionally, when I do the grading, I have to build a small retaining wall along here. And if I do the root cellar later, it means I'll have to tear out a section of the retaining wall. So for the past few weeks, I've been pricing exactly what I could get the cost of materials down to. The best order of events would be do the root cellar with the grading. It's gonna take a week though. It's gonna take an extra week. I think it's gonna cost $1,000 and take a week to put that root cellar in, a week of my time. Anyway, I haven't figured that out yet, but you'll know soon enough. Oh, and guess what? I have an hour of time still before I need to do chores, and I've already done my house goals. So I'm gonna dig into more on the house, and I'm super stoked that I'm actually going beyond my goal. So what's next? It's the ceiling. We got a couple layers of complication up here. We have this like acoustic cellulose panel that doesn't have asbestos in it. And then we've got the beadboard and there's insulation on top of that. I'm gonna take down this acoustic ceiling from below. Then I'll go get the insulation out and then I'll drop the whole thing. Okay, so the next step, drop all the insulation that's sitting on top of this ceiling so it's not all jumbled together with all the wood when we drop this wood. And I'm going to leave you down here because I don't have a lot of time. All right, once again, made it out alive and happy. Evening chores. They're eating on the run. Ferdinand, you've been digging in the mud again. Look at his forehead, he's got mud all over it. And Miss Alice, your winter coat is looking nice. How are you doing? You're still tame and sweet and meat. Very sweet meat. And you're still, come here, you're still wily and supposed to be tame, but that's fine. There's plenty of time to halter train her. No rush on that. A fine looking bunch of cows, if I may say so myself. Look at Braveheart. She shouldn't be in heat, but he is loving on her. He's rubbing his head on her. I haven't seen him try to mount her though. I guess bucks can be really sweet. He's just rubbing his head on her like he loves her. Let's talk about the geese for a minute. We have 6 geese. These are called Emden geese, and they're one of the big kind of classic geese breeds. And they're really mean. It's not that I didn't know that when I got geese, but if one of the kids is out here in the pasture, which they don't go out in the pasture because of the geese and the buck, of course, any kid shorter than about 3 feet, 4 feet, will get attacked. The geese are not afraid of small people. Even if you're almost twice as tall as them, they'll still chase you. So why keep geese at all? The reason I got these geese is because geese are one of the toughest and most self-sustaining animals that you can get on a farm. I mean, we barely feed these geese to maintain them now that they're grown, and they basically eat grass. We'll occasionally throw them some grain, and they're fat and sassy. Most varieties will hatch their own eggs, and that's why I got these geese. This coming year, I hope to have them set up in the perfect spot and have them just doing their thing independently out in the pasture, hatch out some clutches of eggs, and then we eat goose next year, late summer or Thanksgiving or Christmas. So that's why I keep them even though they're mean. Plus, they're great, great guard animals. Nothing can happen out here without them going crazy. Hi, I'm home.
Where was you?
I was working on the house. Where were you? How was your day?
It was good. You know what's awesome about this house?
What?
We can like make messes if we're still like working on other things, or like if the kids like are building something but they're not done building it but they need to eat lunch or take a nap, they can just leave it out. It's just like all the kids' school stuff can be out. Yeah, after dinner. And all of his toys, not all of them, but you know, his toys can be out, and the kids can be working on stuff everywhere, and it looks like a total catastrophe, but it's like not stressful.
Yeah.
And then literally it took us 25 minutes to clean it all up.
Justice drew this nice picture of someone working on a house. What's cooking good looking?
Well, I made rice and dal, but I cooked my dal in the Instant Pot, which I don't usually do. Lentils, like Indian spiced lentils. But I cooked.
Hey, please don't throw stuff down the stairs.
Yay! Anyways, I don't recommend cooking your lentils in the Instant Pot. I only did a few minutes and it turned them totally to mush. But it's what we're having for dinner anyway, because it's what I cooked.
See you ladies, have fun at church.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Looks amazing, this food Brianna left us. Rice, dal, cooked lentils, fermented onions, and Korean hot peppers. Hey guys, I'm gonna mention it every day this week. If you wanna get in on our Fermenting Foundations course, check the link in the description. Sunday is your last chance to sign up for this before late summer or early fall next year, and a ton of people have learned how to ferment food. Actually learned. They've told us, hey, we learned how to ferment from you when we did the beta launch just a month ago. This video is feeling a lot like yesterday's video. Maybe another Ronald Reagan story?
Yes.
Did you like that?
Yes.
Alright guys, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.